Get set.
Action.
This is gonna be awesome.
This is Time ABC 50's Alex Hazard. Let's see if they can catch me. Ah! Shaped just like the ocean. Give her one more round of applause.
Smile, Alex.
Perfect. And informandny.com. I don't think we're going anywhere. I'm Alex Hazard, and you're watching ABC 50, the fun station. ABC 50 brings to you a program called Made in Northern New York. This is our first half-hour program in over 10 years. We're back.
This is the only local program giving you an in-depth look into local people of business, activism, entertainment, the arts, and what makes all of it possible, local people. This is Made in Northern New York.
You are a local comedian, but I think all comedians start their love for comedy at a young age. For me, I loved Rosie O'Donnell and David Letterman and Regis Philbin. Who was the person that you looked up to in your kid?
You know, it was started really early. My father, I used to kind of do impressions and stuff.
You get in the driver's seat the first time, or the pilot seat the first time of a plane, and you're taking off, and you get in the air. What is that feeling like?
It was a little bit of, oh my gosh, what have I done? What is this?
All right, so I'm backstage here with Falling Fire. You guys are getting ready to go on stage. How have you been preparing?
Oh boy, hours and hours.
NNYEs, featuring the Wing Wagon.
All right, guys, so today we're gonna make your famous pizza and wing combo. Let's start with the pizza here. What's the first step of making your famous pizza?
Well, first you have to pan out the fresh dough.
Okay. So after it's all screened up, we'll probably have to put some sauce on it,
Yep,
right?
about 3/4 of a ladle, right in the center of the pizza.
All right, so the next step is we're gonna put this right under my hand, right?
Take your other hand and sprinkle. Now you think we ought to put some pepperoni on it?
I love pepperoni.
Now you just set it right up on the,
We're gonna throw it right in the oven.
right there, and it go, let her go.
So the pizza comes out of the oven, the wings come out of the fryer. We toss the wings in the wing sauce, cut the pizza, and as your customers say,
We don't claim to have the best wings.
Our customers do.
for more NNY Eats, go to informNNY.com. Under the new administration, with the firing of Director Comey, what has changed in your life because of that? Anything?
No, you know, the thing is that, and Director Comey, I think, said it appropriately, is that the Bureau isn't one person.
Behind the Bar, sponsored by Number 9.
Now, Steve, I heard you loved playing with Barbies when you were a kid, so you wanted to make this drink called the Hot Pink Barbie.
No.
All right, so what is it that goes in this Hot Pink Barbie, Steve? We have little Malibu, right?
Little Malibu and cake vodka in the shake.
I didn't know that they had such thing as cake vodka. That sounds awesome.
They've got them all.
I was telling you a story backstage about when I watched the film, and nobody's going to believe this, but I was on the elliptical at Planet Fitness, going away, watching the film, and I didn't realize what, the name Captain Fantastic, I didn't realize what an emotional film it was going to be. And of course, that first scene, they're getting on the bus, and you're talking about their mother being sick and then eventually passing away. So I'm on the elliptical crying and sobbing in Planet Fitness, and people are looking at me like, you're really not running that fast, So.
Crying, they thought you're crying in pain from your workout.
Right, yeah, I gotta tell you, I wasn't going that fast. But the film was so mentally challenging, and I think so physically challenging too. How do you prepare for those roles? Okay, what's your name, sir?
My name's Jason.
All right, let's spin the wheel. And Jason wins a noodle! Let's find another contestant.
This is Making Waves with Alex Hazard at the Antique Boat Museum.
So since we started the segment, it started raining outside, so we came in the McNally Boathouse here. But we really want to talk about the event you have coming up here at the Antique Boat Museum. Tell me a little bit about what's going on.
Well, it's going to be an exciting opportunity for the youngsters.
First time in a long time, we actually had presidential campaigning done in Watertown. Donald Trump came and Bill Clinton came to represent Hillary, and they both talked about making decisions on the national scale and how it will affect the North Country and how they love the North Country and how they'll make sure to affect, of course, in a campaign, you promise that it's going to affect it positively. Yeah. In your job, how did you stay unbiased to Fort Drum and into the North Country, or did you?
I think we did pretty successfully, but if I were to tell you, well,
when we were making a decision, the fact that Fort Drum was in the mix didn't get my attention. I'd be lying to you.
What do you think about Donald Trump saying he was going to build a wall through New Mexico too, because Mexico is Mexico?
I'm not shocked. You could tell me he said anything and I would believe it.
They would hide in areas where there weren't living quarters. In most cases, there would be some secret compartment, some secret area. It might be in a basement, it might be in a attic area.
This home, however, doesn't have an attic. So it's quite possible that on the other side of this brick wall, in the basement of the home, is where the runaway slaves hid.
This is ABC 50's Backseat Driver, sponsored by Team Blevins.
All right, since you run Maggie's on the River, what I thought we could do is we'll play a game called Drink in Your Face. It's exactly what it sounds like. I'm gonna give you a drink, you have to tell me what's in it, and if you get it wrong, you get a drink in your face.
Oh, no. Drink in your face.
All right, we're gonna start out really easy. Classic martini.
Vodka, vermouth.
That's it. Rob Roy.
Oh.
Pink Flamingo. I have read that you've said that the first thing every artist should do is take a business class.
Absolutely.
All right, so today for What's Going Around from Carthage Area Hospital, we have Teresa here to talk about immunizations. Tell us a little bit why they're important and when people should get them.
Immunizations are important. Obviously, we've had a big comeback in some of those diseases, so we want to make sure that our kids are vaccinated and up to date. It's going to be really important for our kids to get vaccinated before the school year starts, especially kindergarten, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 12th graders.
Now, we know that they should get them before they start, but sometimes we get caught up in soccer practice or whatever else. Yeah. What happens if you miss the time when you're supposed to get it? You are 19, you're a musician, you're playing gigs all over the place. It's got to feel pretty good.
It does. It feels kind of surreal.
You have probably worked a long time to get where you are, even though you are so young. What have you done to kind of practice and fine-tune your skill a little bit?
I started out kind of playing music that I was into in high school.
I'm Kylie Peck, President and CEO of the Greater Watertown North Country Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here today to get in bed with Alex Hazard.
This is In Bed with Alex Hazard, sponsored by Truesdale's Furniture.
So today I have in bed with me the Greater Watertown North Country Chamber of Commerce President, Kylie Peck. Kylie, welcome to bed.
Thanks, great to be here.
And we're actually here at a local business. Tell me a little bit about why it's important to shop local.
It's really important to make sure you shop local because the dollars stay local.
That's where your story takes a little bit of a turn. You're a closeted guy. Why were you closeted?
I just did it subconsciously in a way.
Hi, I'm Alex Hazard, and I'm down here at Original Italian Pizza in Watertown, New York, helping prepare for the big game. To me, it is crazy to think that a graduation high school photo can turn into an entire career. When you were a teenage girl and your neighbor said, you know, that picture is so beautiful, you should send it to a modeling agency, and your mom did. As a teenage girl, what were you thinking? The highest profile event in showbiz is back for another year on ABC 50. Matthew McConaughey, all right, all right, all right. Our Red Carpets Award Contest is back, and viewers like you can vote on who you think will be taking home an Oscar. Whoopee, whoop, whoop. Make your picks on informandny.com for your chance to win a $500 cash prize. Leo, what are you doing here? Let's get ready to party! Join me, Alex Hazard, on the ABC 50 Fun Bus, powered by Clarence Henry Coach. Watch out, North Country. The ABC 50 Fun Bus takes Watertown on November 21st. Stopping at 6 bars filled with dancing, transportation, and fun for only $25. Register at ClarenceHenryCoach.com. You kind of shocked everybody because you had all these successes in lacrosse and were expected to, immediately go and play professional lacrosse, and you said, wait, I want to play music for a little bit. How did you make that decision when all these people were, you kind of threw everyone for a loop? Yeah. How did that happen?
I mean, to be honest with you, it was a very easy and simple decision for me to make. It was everybody else that had a problem with it.